let's troubleshoot some jumping up problems, okay? So if you have a dog who tends to jump up onto kitchen worktops, tables, and they steal things and they run away and it's driving you mad and you're like, oh my God, just go stop taking my stuff, keeping interrupting me doing things, this one's for you. Things it could be and why stuff isn't working for you. First off, have you put enough management in place that your dog's not able to rehearse this behaviour? So when you've got a young dog, or maybe you've just welcomed a dog into your household, we're not used to putting our stuff away. We think we can just leave like a bag of bread sitting on the counter, or you can leave a sandwich sitting there or something, because there was nobody there to steal it beforehand. Now you've got something with 4 legs that's going to be awfully interested. So is it that we just need to get in the habit, just now, not forever, of putting temptation out of the way? So there's one part of management. Put things away. Don't leave tempting stuff out for the dogs to go, oh, I think I'll have a bit of that. Are you going to limit access to that room if you're not there? That's another way to put management in. So do you start using baby gates? Do you close a door? And the dog can only come in when somebody's there to make sure they don't rehearse jumping up and stealing things. The next thing you need to think of is, how is your training going? Are you actually genuinely teaching the dog to ignore things that are on the counter and to keep their feet on the floor? Or have you just been reacting to the situation? As in, when the dog jumps up, you're like, no, get down, get off, or give me that back, and you start chasing them around, trying to get the item back. Because if you're just reacting to things, you haven't taught them anything. You haven't taught them that, no, keep your feet on the floor and just ignore that. So have you worked on teaching them to go to their mat if they're in the kitchen, for example, and you're in there? Have you taught them a solid leave it? Do they know that keeping their feet on the floor is a really good idea? If the answer to these are like, well, actually, no, I've just been reacting, then do you know what? You need to make time in your day to actually do a little bit of training and help your dog know what they're supposed to do. Which then leads me on to, if we've just been reacting, sometimes there's an element of the dog knowing that this is how they get your attention. So if this always seems to happen when you're busy doing something, so maybe you're trying to do some work, maybe you're trying to sort the kids out, and you're not interacting with the dog, and you find this is when they're going off and stealing things, could your reaction to it be quite enjoyable for the dog? Because the dog's like, yay, I've got your attention now, this is great. Which, it happens, doesn't happen all the time, might not be the only reason, but it happens. If this is a possibility, again, look at your management, look at your training, think about how you are reacting. Would it be worth, if they stole something and it's not dangerous to them, would it be the end of the world if you actually did nothing about it and you gave an alternative behaviour from yourself and see what your dog would actually do? The other thing to consider with this is your dog's breed needs getting met. So is your dog jumping up and stealing things because they're missing something? Are they getting a bit understimulated? So if you've got maybe a gun dog, for example, they enjoy retrieving things. So maybe you should start introducing some breed-specific games into their life so that part of them gets satisfied.